And here you go. You see this a sign. It talks about the trout catchable trout program starts managed water, state managed water, and it tells you how much you can take out as creel and all the directions about the creel limit and all these things. Anyway, I'm here not to talk about the instructions. We talked about the instructions in the previous video. I will put the link in the description or the information in the bottom. But now, for the time being, I'm going to talk about something else, which is actually the right setup for trout. Because I know that it starts with a circle hook like this one. This hook is the right hook to start with. Now, what you need to do, you will need a leader, and this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use a fluorocarbon leader. This is a fluorocarbon leader, and this is 6 pound test fluorocarbon by Berkeley. This whole channel is not sponsored, so please don't take using a specific brand as an endorsement, but genuinely this is one of the best brands in the fishing industry or spectrum. So I'm gonna take about about 2 feet of leader from this, and I will connect it to what we call a swivel. And this is a swivel. So the leader will be like a line, connect with this swivel from the side and to the eye of the hook, or the eye of the the eye of the hook from the other side. And the bait that I'm going to be using, the bait that I just purchased from store, Fishing Connection in Tinley Port. I'm going to use either or. I'm going to use either this brand of salmon eggs. Again, the channel is not sponsored, so again, I'm gonna try this, and we're gonna try the bower bait, the well-known bower bait. Now, unfortunately, I didn't find any other scents, so I will try this original scent, and it's that you can read here about it. It's floating. What does that mean, floating? That means that the bait on this hook will actually float on the water. It will not sink on the bottom of the water. It will float. And flotation and the floating actually effect makes it closer to eye catcher for to the trout. Anyways, what else I will need? I don't think I will need any weight, because this is already a weighted swivel. I guess I have better type of swivels, but I'm gonna search for them. If I don't find them, I'm gonna go ahead and tie my setup, because I'm running out of time, to be honest. So let's not waste any further time and do the setup, or connect the dots here. This is the famous crabby rig setup. Everybody talks about crabby rig setup. And let's see any other type of swivels here. Yeah, this swivel comes with a snap, but I don't need a snap. In this case, I just need a swivel, to be honest. Like this comes with a snap. I don't need that. I just need a swivel. So let's go ahead and do the work, and we'll be back when it's ready to connect it to our fishing rod. Now, most people ask how you do the knot. So in this case, I'm gonna do the clinch knot, which is technically very easy knot. You start like this, and you have the line back. You make this kind of a loop, and then you start taking, you take your hook like this. I'm taking my hook like this, and I'm gonna, this is my line. This is the leader that I talked about 6 feet, 2 feet or 3 feet maximum. Then I take this and I start rolling up to 7 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then I take the end of the tag and I thread it through the small loop, this one, the small one here. Not the eye of the hook, this one. I'm not sure if it's showing, but I'm trying to be clear to the camera here. Okay. Take it back out, and then I have to loop. Okay, then we do this. It's the fluorocarbon, so it has to be wet, otherwise you can burn your line with the heat of the traction. Okay, now I have a leader with the hook. Now I'm gonna cut the tag end. Where is my scissor? I have scissor here. Let's cut this extra tag end. Here we go. Okay, now we have a leader. Now we're gonna connect this leader from the other tag end, from this side, to our swivel. Same clinch knot. I have two knots that I use usually. They use this one and this one as well. This is the other one that I use usually, this one. It calls uni knot. So you do this, you make a loop, and then you make a number 6 here. See the number 6? I'm not sure if you can see the number 6. Okay, or number 6. Then you start making this type of threading into the big loop of the number 6. Do this 6 times. Then you do the same, and then you tie it. This is ready to go. Okay, and you can also cut the tag end, the excess. I see people are leaving. I'm not sure if they are catching fish, to be honest. So it's very disappointing. It's raining a lot. It's very rain. There is a lot of rain. So now we have swivel, and we have the hook itself. And this hook beautifully has some kind of shanks on it. So it's like the shank has some kind of areas where you can hold the bait. So it's like spikes. That's the right word to use. There's some spikes on it. So the shank is not plain shank. Okay. Now we have the leader and the hook, and we can connect this one to our main line through the snap that is on the other line. So fluorocarbon leader, swivel, and the hook. Circle, must be very small circle hook. Now I'm gonna show you how the this will go on top of it. And again, these are floating egg salmon. Of course, it's not egg salmon, but it's like plastic egg salmon, scented already. And it's by Putsk Bait Company. They're saying that they're supposed to be floating in nature. So these are salmon eggs, orange deluxe salmon eggs. Now you take it and you thread, or you make it go through the eye of the here you go. That should be ready to fish now. Now let's go ahead and do some fishing. And again, wish me luck. I'll be like going on and off. So So I will connect all the dots later on with what the results of the best techniques that we will use. As I told you, I'm going to try the other one, which is the power bait as well. It's like a dough that you have to make a dough, like just, you know, the blade dough that the kids play with, the same. So it's a blade dough, scented, also floating in nature. So we're going to try this as well. And I guess all my fishing tackle will be the floating, this one and the eggs, as well as my normal setup. So we'll be back soon. Thank you. And first trout of the day. Okay, second. Slow it down, Mr. Slow. What a nice fish. Rainbow trout. First rainbow trout. I used to catch this fish. You might be surprised, guys. It didn't work on the flow and the power bait, but I used this, which is plastic. Soft plastic corn. I bought those for carp fishing, but they just work. See, this is my setup. I put the swivel, and I added to that a weight, sliding weight, so that I can use it to cast further and to catch the first fish of the day. Right, and this is my second rainbow trout, and it's much bigger, thanks God. And same lake, Horsetail Lake, stock trout, rainbow trout, very beautiful fish. This one I might take home because it's really big and there is maybe some kind of meat in it. So anyway, same technique, guys. Swivel, weight, fishing rod, my ugly stick GX2, of course, and the rainbow trout.